Welcome to our amazing kids show. Today we have Nevaeh. My name's Amalia, and we're going to be talking about animal rescue. Nevaeh is quite the animal rescuer. I've heard a lot of tales. Tell me, what are some of the animals that you've rescued?
Well, we have rescued dogs and cats, mostly kittens.
Mostly kittens?
Mm-hmm.
And you have been rescuing animals for quite a while, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you 7 now?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been doing it since you were maybe 3 or 4?
No, I don't know.
Just
Really?
forever?
No, I don't know.
Just a really long time. You love animals so much. And
I even have 2 cats and 1 dog.
you do? Oh my gosh, that's so great. Well, what makes you want to rescue animals? How do you know they need rescuing?
Well, they were born strays and they might not survive out there because there's not a lot of sheltering and places for them to hide. And there's a lot of dangerous animals like mountain lions and other stuff, and like snakes and stuff like that.
Yes, and so you have to get them and protect them.
Mm-hmm.
That is wonderful, and you like to keep them nice and safe. What else do you need to do to protect these animals other than just going to get them?
Well, we do put them in a home. We give them good care. The place where we put them when they're still little babies. We put them at my Auntie Ashley's aunt's house.
Mm-hmm.
She has tons of dogs that are friendly with cats and lots of cats.
That's very lucky. Do you also give them lots of love?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I go over there sometimes and they'll climb up on me. They'll try to climb up on my legs.
Yeah, and have you ever had to feed the kittens?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. How do you feed kittens?
Well, you can give them milk.
Mm-hmm.
You can give them milk 2 different ways. You can give them from a bottle and from a bowl.
Wow, that's so neat. So you can help them out if their mama's not around?
Yeah.
That's really nice of you. I love that idea. What about keeping them warm? It gets pretty cold in the winter, huh?
Well, we do have lots of blankets in there, animal blankets, lots of dog beds and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they also have a cat stand.
They do?
Mhm.
So they can get some exercise? Do they run up and down their cat stand?
No, it doesn't really have like the ladder to go up.
No?
My cat stand at my house does.
Lots of toys for cats. You gotta keep them active.
Yeah.
So,
My 2 cats are outdoor cats, so it's kind of fun because I'm not alone outside.
yeah, do they come and play with you? That's so neat.
Yeah.
Did you tell me your cats were rescue cats too?
No, we got Bernie from Sammy's friends.
So that is a rescue cat,
Yeah.
but you just didn't rescue him yourself.
Yeah,
Somebody
Sammy's friends
else
did.
That's awesome.
And when they found him, he was in a trailer with tons of other cats and 2 dogs.
Really?
Mhm.
And they were just fending for themselves? So somebody had to go in and get them and
Yep.
find out what they needed.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
we got Miss Magoo, from my aunt's cat, my aunt Katia's cat, Twitch.
Yes, these are
Uh-huh.
great names.
Uh-huh.
And they just had an extra kitten for you? That's wonderful. And so
There's supposed to be 4 kittens, but 2 of them died.
sometimes that happens. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's very sad. But you just have to take the best care you can of those other
Yeah.
ones.
Yep.
It was very nice of you to take him. And Mr. Magoo, Miss Magoo.
Yes.
Miss Magoo.
Yeah, she was born blind, so that's when we named her.
Really?
Mhm.
That's so interesting. Is there anything special that you have to do to take care of a blind kitty?
Yeah, when I go outside, I watch after her, make sure she doesn't bump into stuff.
That's really nice. She's very lucky to have a helper like you.
Uh-huh.
Ah, it's really cool. So do you think you started rescuing cats after you had Mrs. Magoo? Kind of taught you a little bit about taking care of cats?
Bernie too.
Bernie too?
Yeah.
And then you realized that you had so much love, you could take care of more cats?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I actually had a lot of cats and not a lot of dogs. But my first cat, Carmelo, he is in Chico. I don't know where he is right now. He's probably dead.
Aw, well,
He's really
maybe
old
he's
cat.
running around
Maybe
in
he
the
hasn't-
forest.
Maybe he has a new home.
Yes,
Maybe he's at a shelter.
but yeah, he could be. And maybe there's another wonderful person taking care of him.
Yep.
That happens. They're kind of their own thing. I saw that there is a special guest waiting to come on set over here. One of your new friends. And is her name Olivia?
Yes.
Oh, she sounds like she might want to come over and say hi.
Yep. I think she does.
I think she does. This is Miss Olivia. Oh, hi, Olivia.
She's probably going to climb up your shoulder.
Oh, and so you rescued this kitten?
Yep.
How big was she when you rescued her?
A little smaller, I think.
Oh my gosh, hi. Oh, she loves to talk, doesn't she? And did you say you have her mama too?
Yep.
And maybe a brother and a sister?
She has tons of siblings.
She does. And is Olivia your favorite because she likes to sing the most?
Yeah.
She sure loves you. I think she wants to come over and say hi. Well, hi, Olivia. Here you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Here, grab her. She's really fantastic.
I know.
How many times a day do you think she eats?
I don't really know. I'm not really at her house a lot, so I'm not sure.
I bet she eats like 6 or 10 times a day. Probably
Yeah.
a lot, right?
Yeah.
Lots of care. And she seems like she's very well behaved. You teach her nice manners.
Her mom isn't that nice. She scratches up people. She's not nice to the kittens either.
No, so you have to give her some help. Oh my gosh, that is a really cute kitten.
I know.
You do such a great job with her, and I see how you have to be nice and gentle so they trust you. Yeah, very careful with them.
Don't fall off.
Seems like they're pretty socialized for little kittens that were in the wild, huh?
Yep.
Oh, you're so good with them. That's wonderful. Do you have any advice for people who might want to rescue kittens? Do you ever talk to your friends at school about it?
I talk about them. I talk about Bernie and Magoo, how brave they are. They can
Yes.
cross streets with me and my sister when we're walking to Holiday.
Do they really? To the holiday market?
Mm-hmm.
I know where that is. That's a great place. Oh, how neat. Do you ever put your cat on a leash?
No, I do it with Bernie when he's in the house and Magoo,
Yeah.
but not the little kitten.
Look how much she just loves you. They've really bonded with you. It's like you're an extra person in their family and vice versa. It's really nice. Kind of make a family out of whoever you want, right, little kitty? That's terrific. Tell me now, what grade are you in?
I'm in 2nd grade.
You are. That is terrific. And your school was Williamson?
Williams Ranch.
Williams Ranch School. That is a great school. Do they teach anything there, programs about rescuing animals or horses and cats? It seems like if it's a ranch.
I think it used to be a ranch. I don't remember.
Me, I don't know either. I just thought it fits really well.
Shoot.
I think this kitten is so cute.
Thanks.
Do you have any plans to rescue any big animals one day?
Yeah.
What do you think? What else would you like to rescue in your career?
I would like to rescue some dogs. We mostly get little kittens.
I think the kittens are perfect for you. They're just the right size. You do great with them. Is there anything you have to watch out for with the kittens?
Yeah. They try to go outside sometimes. We gotta watch over when Yuba's in there because she sometimes will run them over.
Because she loves to play. And who's Yuba?
She's my aunt's dog, and she's a therapy dog. She goes to schools and helps people read, and she goes to
Really?
old people's homes and makes them not nervous anymore or scared, and she comforts them.
That's so nice. That's terrific. Should we bring Yuba on?
Uh-huh.
Should we let everybody see Yuba? How fantastic.
Yuba.
Does it make you feel so great to help all these people?
Yuba, silly booby. Silly
You're
puppy.
silly. Come here, Yuba.
Yuba, down. Yuba, down, down, down.
She's
Good
very
girl.
comforting, very loving. What
Yuba,
a
come,
sweet
go say
pup.
hi.
And you said she helps people read?
Yep.
So she gets to go to school
Uh-huh.
and the library. Yes. And then people want to read with her.
Yep.
I love that. I was actually just reading about that program the other day. They said it's so much fun if you can read to a dog because they're great listeners.
Uh-huh.
They are. They're great listeners. What's your favorite part about
Sit.
having...
Yuba, sit. Sit.
Yuba, come here. Sit. Sit.
Yuba, come. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Do you give her the command? Is that it? Sit.
No. We go like this or you go like this. Sit. Or down.
Or down. Is this her first time on TV? Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Do you get to go to any of the nursing homes with, or the therapy places? Have you gotten to do that yet?
No.
I think it would be neat to see the look on everyone's face when they meet Yuba. I think that would be terrific.
I also take walks with Yuba and I run with her. She does really good running with me.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, I was going to ask you if you ever read to her.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yuba, come.
That's fantastic. Perfect. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell me about rescuing animals?
Well, rescuing animals is a lot of hard work and it takes patience. Like we rescued some kittens that are now in good homes that we had to go to, I think Yuba City or Nevada City, I don't remember. I think it was Yuba City. It was a 2-hour drive, so it was long and I couldn't hold them in the car.
Oh gosh, and I bet you wanted to hold them so much.
But I had to wait.
Yeah, I bet. We will be right back with Nevaeh and another special guest to talk about animal rescue. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm Amalia. This is Nevaeh, and we have Cheryl Wicks from Sammy's Friends. We're going to be talking about animal rescue.
My favorite subject.
One of my favorite subjects, too. I absolutely love your earrings.
Oh, thank you.
They're beautiful.
Thank
They're
you.
perfect, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Now, I heard that the two of you travel in some of the same circles and you rescue pets all over the county and beyond, even
Yep.
farther than Nevada City or Grass Valley or Nevada County.
So one of the nice things about Nevaeh is that I know she's collected pet food for the animals at the shelter and brought it to them. And we're always in need of more food because we take in so many animals. So that was a really nice thing for you to do.
Yeah. And that was a while ago, and I got in the newspaper for it.
I bet you did, rightfully so. That is very
You-
important.
You were probably on our Facebook page too. Did you look on Sammy's Friends Facebook?
No.
Oh, I'm sure you were on there too.
I bet you were.
We always put special people on there when they do special things for the animals.
So neat. So cool. And you're definitely well on your way to being an animal rescuer aficionado. You're pretty much an aficionado right now, right?
Yeah.
I would say so.
So
Definitely.
what I'm really hoping is that when you get to be 16, that you become a full-time volunteer at Sammy's Friends. Are you thinking about doing that?
Yeah.
With the kitties or the doggies or both or
Both.
yeah? That would be very nice.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have lots of volunteers and they do lots of nice things for the animals.
What kind of things do they do?
Well, the dog walkers walk the dogs, so our dogs get a walk twice a day. So they get out because it's kind of boring living in those little kennels. And our cat people play with the cats and they clean the cat cages because, of course, animals need clean places to live while they're waiting for new homes. Some of the volunteers answer phones, answer animal questions. So, you know, you're getting good experience and education for those kinds of questions because everybody doesn't know as much about animals as you do. They really don't.
That's the truth.
And I even took 3 animals from Sammy's Friends. I kept 2 of them. Bernie and Lulu were going to keep. Sid, he went to my sister Lacey's, and she's in a new apartment now.
So is Sid happy? And Sid,
Yeah. There's other dogs, so he gets to run around and play.
So you get to see Sid still? Oh, that's pretty nice, huh?
That's so cool. So when you all rescue animals, it seems like you really get to follow them throughout their rescue. You get to know who takes them and build a relationship with those new people too. So you get new human friends and animal friends.
Do you do that, Nevaeh? Like you follow up and find
Yeah.
out how the animal's doing?
Yeah.
It's especially fun when they're babies, huh? Then you get to see them. I remember a dog that we took in like 17 years ago, and the dog lived to be 17, and I saw him like 2 days before he passed away, and I'd known him since he was a little bitty puppy. He's from the shelter.
That's
And I got to know him
neat.
his entire life. It was really nice to know what happened to him.
Yeah,
And then he got a good home.
oh, that's terrific. That's really cool. Huh.
So are you thinking about, I know you're 7 and you're not ready to go off on a career just yet. You got to finish your education. But are you kind of thinking about what you might like to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I want to volunteer at Sammy's Friends. I want to do more rescuing, and I want to be a groomer like my Auntie Ashley.
Oh, that's cool. Do you know we get some animals that come to the shelter that have, well, they kind of have long hair like Yuba or even longer, and their hair hasn't been taken care of, and they look really bad. Then we send them off to get groomed, and they come back all pretty and smelling good. So that you might be one of those people, huh, that make them pretty.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's
so
just so
nice.
nice to see them. You know.
Total makeover.
Oh yeah, it's just
Yeah,
really
my
nice.
Auntie Ashley, in her grooming book, she has pictures of them, and she has before and after pictures. And one of the before pictures, there's this dog that had like all puffed up hair, and it actually the after picture, it was actually really nice. He had a little bandana on.
Look really cute.
That always helps too. You get to spruce them up.
Yeah.
So it's like a fashion show and something that you're doing that's helpful. It's
Oh,
helpful
it's-
to be healthy,
Yeah.
Oh,
to
it
be groomed,
is.
but also it's fun.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a great thing to do.
And when they're waiting for their owners to come, they might be outside, they might be in the house with the kittens and stuff.
That's fun. So you just get to be around animals all the time. I love that.
So Nevaeh, do you know anything about spaying and neutering animals?
A little.
So do you get, like when you rescue something, do you get it spayed or neutered so that
Yeah,
they don't? Do you?
all the animals that we rescue get spayed and neutered.
Good for you. Yeah, because otherwise they just have more babies and more babies that don't have homes and that, you know,
Yeah.
like that. I mean, we would like every animal to have a great home and have somebody love that animal and not just be
Yeah.
like the ones you rescue that are like, they're nobody's animal. They have nowhere to go. They can't feed themselves. They can't call up the veterinarian and say, I don't feel well. Can you see me today? There's
Yeah.
so many things that you have to do for them. And you know, like we get little kittens sometimes that are only a couple days old and they have to be bottle fed. Have you had some bottle
Yeah.
feeders?
Yeah, we had, but they really didn't do bottle feeding. They just drink out of a bowl.
Because they're probably a little bit older.
Yeah.
If they're a couple, 2-3 weeks old, they can do that. But if they're brand new, they can't do that. They're too young. And it's an immense amount of work to bottle feed all those kittens. It's kind of fun though. You might like to do that sometime.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, right? One kitten at a time.
Yeah, just one kitten at a time. Have you ever had any of the kittens that don't have their eyes open yet?
Oh yeah.
That is so weird and cool to see.
So a little piece of information that you might just find interesting is that kittens, unlike other species, are born like kind of, what word would I use? Uncooked. They're not quite ready, but they give birth before they're ready because the mothers have to hunt, and when they're too heavy, they can't do that. That's why they have they can't see or hear.
interesting.
Their little ears are turned down, their eyes are closed, and they find their way to the mama's teat so they can nurse, but they do that by smell. That's the only thing they have that works.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, huh?
That's very interesting. Well,
Do you want to know something else that I think is so interesting? And you and I and maybe 3 other people are the only people on this planet that will know this. So I was writing an article for animals about, you know, not putting them in hot cars and, you know, when it's warm and taking care of them that way. So I was reading that the only species that sweat when they get hot are us and horses. Other, like dogs.
Really?
Dogs don't sweat, they pant. Cats will
Right.
do that too. So then I thought, so this is the interesting part. I thought, I wonder if zebras sweat because they're equines, but they're not horses. So I learned that they have fat pads under their black stripes where they sweat, but not under their white stripes. Can you believe that? See, you know something hardly anyone else knows.
Whoa! That's pretty neat.
Don't you think that's kind of cool?
Yeah.
I was stunned when I read that.
Well, you start thinking about all these different things about animals when you're working with them
You
every
do.
day. You get to know them on such a level. You think, well, what's really going on in their bodies and their little
Yeah, you
bodies? They
do.
can't tell us, so we have to figure it out. That is so neat.
So have you ever been
Curious.
around like horses or cattle or any farm animals?
Yeah.
A little bit? Do you like them too?
Yeah, I have ridden a horse.
Have you? Was it like a big horse or a pony or?
I read 3 different horses. One was named JD, one was named Big Red, and one was named Luke.
Was that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Was Big Red really big?
Really big.
Was there somebody to kind of help you get on Big Red?
There's these little stairs that I get on them with.
Yeah, because they're pretty tall, huh? You couldn't get up there by yourself.
I couldn't get on Luke by myself.
You could?
He's not that small. He looks smaller than JD, but he isn't.
So do you think you'll ever rescue a horse?
Maybe, maybe not.
Your aunt's right over there. She might shoot me for asking that question.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
My friends rescue horses. That's how we got our dog. Is they rescue tons of horses down in Bakersfield, and they get a lot of wild horses, and they have to train them to be broken, sometimes housebroken. They let their horse in the house. They're pretty crazy. And that's how we got our dog. The dogs would pal around with all the horses, and we went to visit, and the dog decided she would be ours. So she jumped in the car. She said, I'm going home with you guys.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done with this horse life.
So, Nevaeh, do you ever watch any of those like YouTubes where unusual animals make friends, like an elephant and a dog are friends, and
I have a book called Best Friends, and there's this page. There's these 2 pages that I want to tell about. There's this dog that's friend with a leopard or a cheetah. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
And there's these 2 dogs that are best friends with a horse that are standing on a horse moving.
Oh my gosh. Horse riding dogs. That is so neat. That must be awesome for all of the animals involved. How cool.
Have you ever seen the one of the kitty that likes to scuba dive? You know, most cats don't like water.
Seen that. That's great.
This kitty has his own little, mask so he can get air under down in the ocean. And
I think Garfield from the show.
no, it's a little kind of black and white kitty. And when this man goes to get his equipment to go scuba diving, which is, to dive down into the ocean, the kitty comes running, and he's got his own little scuba diving outfit, and he gets all excited, and he clips the kitty to his belt because he's so light, he doesn't want him to go floating off on his own. That's pretty cool, huh? Every time I watch that, I laugh. I think, what cat does that?
So funny. That's great. Do you think you might want to bring your kitty Olivia along with you on your adventures?
Yeah.
Maybe hiking at your auntie's house?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. She might want to go hiking with you. You never know. Maybe she could learn to ride Yuba's back.
So,
I get on Yuba sometimes and I'm
Do
still
you?
touching the ground with my toes.
Oh gosh, I bet she likes that. No.
no,
She sits down, but I pull her up with her collar.
she sits down. She's like, get off of me.
She's like, maybe, maybe not. Oh,
Yeah.
how neat. I love all these animal-human relationships and different animal relationships. It's very neat to get outside of your circle, do
So-
something amazing.
So are some of your best friends animals?
Yep.
Are they? Do you have good friends that are 2-legged people too? Yeah.
Good,
That's good.
good.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Are there any questions that you'd like to ask Miss Wicks about Sammy's friends or
About kittens.
about kittens?
Are kittens' eyes always blue when they're born?
They are. Yeah. They don't stay that way, but they're blue when they're born.
That's what I thought, because in my kitten secret book, I was reading the Bombay page, and it showed it, and it said the eyes are only green or yellow, and I saw a picture with a Bombay kitten that had blue eyes. So I really wondered that question.
Yeah, they're all born with blue eyes, and I guess I said that they change, and they do, but I remember one time we had a white cat at the shelter, and it had one green eye and one blue eye, and it was a completely grown-up cat. It's really pretty. Wouldn't that be cool? Have
Yeah.
one green eye and one blue eye?
Yeah.
It looked really pretty, but most cats don't keep blue eyes. They change as they become grown-up cats.
I saw a dog with a green eye and a blue eye.
Was it a husky, maybe? They have,
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
yeah. Well, huskies often have blue eyes, the dogs that pull the sleds. Yeah, but most dogs have brown eyes. But, it kind of depends on their color. Just like people have brown and blue and green and kind of
Other
all
stuff.
Yeah. So if you and I were cats, we'd be babies because we both have blue eyes, huh?
Lucky ducks.
And you'd be a grown-up.
And I'd be a grown-up. Well, that's a first.
Yeah.
It was so wonderful talking with you ladies today about animal rescue. Really appreciate you coming in.
Oh, it was lots of fun. It was great to be with Nevaeh and hear what she does and what she likes to do. And wow.
It was. Nevaeh, it's very inspiring. I hope that
Thanks.
you're welcome. I hope that everyone gets a chance to go out and visit Sammy's friends.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, Nevaeh, that you're starting so young that by the time you're my age, which is pretty old, oh my goodness, You will have rescued so many animals, it'll be unbelievable. Like thousands.
Maybe we need to get you a little journal of animals that you've rescued so you can keep track.
You know what? That's a good idea.
That might be really cool.
When it gets up into the hundreds, it's hard to keep track of all of them.
Right. That might be something neat.
Don't you think that'd be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Pretty awesome.
And then when you're 20 and 30 and 40, you can look back in your book and say, look at these animals. And I remember Freddie, I've been doing this for 18 years, and there are a few animals that I remember from way back then. I can't remember all
Oh
of
my
them.
gosh.
Yeah, I have. I've been doing this a long time, and there are animals that I remember. Sometimes people walk into the shelter and they go, oh, you probably wouldn't remember my cat or dog. And a lot of times I actually do, even though there's been thousands of them.
Because you really care. Your heart's in it.
I do care.
That's why it's so important to do something that you love. Really is.
And you have to care
do
because you
things.
couldn't work this hard if you didn't care, could you, Nevaeh?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it if you didn't care. It is hard work, but
It's worth it.
yeah, doesn't it make your heart feel good when you see an animal, they get better and they didn't look so good when you got them, and then they get happy and they get
Yeah.
fat and they go and get a home and you feel like $1 million, huh?
Uh-huh.
So you are definitely an admirable young woman, and you're only going to get better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you are.
Agree. And there's something special about your name I don't want to forget to mention. Isn't there something really special about your name?
Yeah, my name is Heaven spelled backwards.
That is so cool.
Oh my
Nevaeh,
gosh.
Heaven.
Oh, that's lovely.
Pretty wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. This was our Amazing Kids Show. Tune in next time. Bye-bye.